Hey there guys, and welcome to Ben 10 Omniverse 2, a brand new LP. Let's see how they improved on the previous Ben 10 Omniverse game, which definitely needed some improving. And already I am not impressed, seriously, this is the intro. Not even like a cutscene or anything, nope, just text and some pictures. Great.
This little guy is quick, I hope I don't lose him.
You have more to worry about than that. Collect those Omnitrix orbs. Oh, and watch out for those walls.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So, okay, apparently what this is a rip-off of the iPhone game Temple Run. You can't even control this.
Get in the right lane. I mean the left lane, which is the correct lane.
Hardy har har, jeez, that's even worse than the puns I usually make.
How am I supposed to get through this?
The most direct line between 2 points is through a weakened wall. Smash through it.
Well, I guess that's something forearms can do. Yes, you're really unstoppable, smashing through a puny wall.
This guy gets the alarm. This whole ship will know where I am. I need to transform into something faster.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Ah, crap, that guy's in the game.
Now this is more like it. Stay on target. Nothing to it. Ooh, I can jump this. Next.
My god, I had forgotten how annoying Crashhopper's voice was. My god.
Box for plastic. Let's give it a try.
Is he shooting Lego fists at floating things? Oh, okay, I'm done. This shit is just... Ugh, I don't even know what to say. Oh, finally, combat. Alright, let's see if they improved on that since the previous game. Well, they gave blocks some new moves at least. And apparently each alien has a unique defense ability now. At least I'm pretty sure not all of them can make a Lego copy of themselves. Would be funny though.
Is that all you got? Hey, I didn't activate the Omnitrix. What is wrong with this thing?
The Omnitrix isn't working properly. There's a surprise. But anyway, they have Big Chill in this game. That's pretty cool. I like Big Chill. What I don't like, though, is his horrible new redesign that he got for Omniverse. I mean, what exactly was wrong with his sleek skeletal appearance? No, they have to make him all big and fat. It makes him look insanely stupid. Also, we have Accelerate in this game, and Swampfire, who wasn't in the previous one. I'm not really all that big of a fan of Swampfire, but I guess he's cooler than Heat Blast because he can do other stuff than just shoot fire. Also Cannonballs, staple for the Ben 10 video games. I think he's actually been in the most Ben 10 games out of all the aliens. And lastly, new guy Astrodactyl. One of the stupidest aliens ever.
Get back to Azimuth and get this thing fixed!
Yes, you sure do. So here we go, Ben 10 Omniverse 2. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Already I am not at all impressed. I mean, the combat, I guess, is still the same. Well, I guess they did give each alien like a unique ability. So that's something. That's somewhat of an improvement. But yeah, the whole Temple Run running, what the hell were they thinking? This is not a goddamn iPhone game, seriously.
You have to be more careful. If the incursions discover your presence, the Earth will be destroyed.
Sure, but I got the ship schematics. And besides, I made sure that anyone that saw me will be out cold until we reach Earth. So, how about using that greatest mind in 3 galaxies of yours to fix this thing?
Arguably 5. There, fixed. I also found the long-range communications computer. If you could disable that, I would feel better about you sneaking around.
Disable? As in smash to pieces? I can totally do that! Be back soon. Maybe you'll have dinner ready for me when I return. Oh, and straighten up a bit. Okay, thanks!
Crashhopper to the rescue!
And apparently Ben becomes an even more of a childish asshole in this game. Also, I thought Azimuth said he fixed the Omnitrix. If so, then where are 7 of my aliens? That is bullshit. Fix it and then... Whereas I just had access to 9 of them, I now have access to 3. I calls bullshit on that. Anyway, yeah. About the free roaming that the previous game sorta had, well, forget about that. You'll just gonna be running in between rooms where you fight enemies. That's really all there is to this game. You run, you run, you run, you get to a room, and then you fight enemies. And you don't even control the running. The alien will run by himself, automatically. All you have to do is press the control stick left or right to switch lanes, and use the D-pad to change between the different alien classes. You have the light ones, which are fast and can jump over the tiny green walls, the medium ones, which are yellow, and can shoot projectiles to break the yellow walls and shoot down the turrets, and the heavy ones, which are red and can smash through the red walls. It's not really a well-executed system. Because for starters, that pretty much means you're only gonna have access to 3 aliens at a time. Yes. A Ben 10 game, 10 playable aliens, only have access to 3 per level. That's a new low for the series. Anyway, beating up some frogs. Because yeah, the story of this game also does not make a whole lot of sense unless you've seen some of the episodes. Because from what I can tell, this game pretty much takes place in between the 2 parts of the episodes The Frogs of War. Pretty much at the end of the Frogs of War Part 1, well, I'll just give a quick summary. In the Frogs of War Part 1, these alien frogs called the Incursions show up to take over Earth. They defeat Ben, lock him up in an escape pod, shoot him into space, where Azimuth finds him. And that's pretty much the end of Part 1. And then in Part 2, Ben is on Earth fighting the Incursions again and eventually beats them and drives them off. So yeah, this game pretty much takes place in between those 2 episodes with you, I guess, them showing you how Ben got back to Earth or something. So yeah, now that you know that, the plot might make a little more sense. Also, what the hell happened to Blox's projectiles so that he could like shoot out a whole wave of them in the tutorial? So not only did Azimuth not fix the Omnitrix, he pretty much removed 7 aliens, but he also made the 3 that I still have a lot weaker. Right here, conjure up a little... Oh, that Lego Blox was not helpful at all. Come on, forearms. Ah, crap. Oh, okay, I'm not really sure how I was able to turn back immediately, but whatever. Beat you up. Another thing I really miss. Remember about the previous Omniverse game where forearms, for example, could like create earthquakes or throw rocks as like a long-range attack option? Well, don't have that anymore. If you want to throw stuff, you'll just have to use the medium class alien, which are the only ones that have any sorts of projectiles. So yeah, now if you want to play as forearms, you'll have to just slowly lumber over to the enemy, take a crap ton of hits in return, and then finally be able to beat him up with a couple slow-ass punches. It does not work well. Seriously, combat in the previous game was just so incredibly simple, but at least it kinda worked. In this game, it's just more of a pain than anything. I guess at least with Blox and Crashhopper, you can just spam attacks real fast and kill them pretty easily. I mean, this kinda works, with the throwing Lego fists all over the place, which I'm pretty sure Blox has never actually done in the show. I mean, sure, it would probably be within the realm of possibilities that he has with his power set, but still. And this is Crashhopper's defense ability. He pretty much jumps up and then comes back down a couple seconds later. And as you can see, it is cheap as fuck for closing in the distance. But yeah, I'm completely fine with that. If the game's gonna be god-awful, then I'm just gonna play it in a god-awful way. Just if the game's really cheap, because that's what this game feels like, cheap, then I'll just play cheap. That's what the game gets. Alright, so you have different path markers to tell you what's up ahead. Red path is pretty much a no-go, green one is to the next objective, and purple is to like collectibles or something. And of course, if you don't change alien fast enough, then you'll run into the wall, take damage, yada yada yada. It's just... this does not have to be a freaking console game. All that just running and then just changing lanes with the really simple controls, that's stuff that's meant for like a smartphone or something. Because we all know that we can't have a proper gaming experience on a smartphone because there's virtually no ways to control a game. I've played Grand Theft Auto 3 on iPad. It does not control well. You really need a controller for such complex games. But no, with Temple Run or something, you just tap the screen to go left or right. That's pretty much all you can do with a smartphone. Or like, move your finger across the touchscreen to play like Fruit Ninja or something. But yeah, this game, I'm not really sure why the hell they thought implementing the Temple Run stuff was a good idea. It clearly was not. Maybe this developer has, I don't know, plans of becoming a smartphone game developer, which I guess they would be able to do because, hell, they pretty much already made a decent Ben 10 Temple Run ripoff. Might as well just go all the way. But yeah, back to Crashhopper and just running down corridors. If one of the... Oh. Okay, that's what happens if you go through one of the red things. You just kind of slow down. And apparently nothing else really happens. Oh, this game. So tedious already. Alright, below break those things. We have flamethrower guys now. They are kind of annoying, because the flames do kind of push you back, which is quite annoying if you're playing as these slow-ass forearms who can pretty much not close the distance before they shoot the flamethrower again. Oh yeah, and they also still have mines that look surprisingly similar. I remember seeing triangular landmines in the previous game, except in that game they were like red and orange and black. Here they're just kind of recolored green. So yeah, they're even reusing freaking assets from the previous game, just recoloring them. Splendid. Now yeah, I know they did that with the models for a couple of the aliens. Like forearms and blocks and gravitak, all the ones that were in the previous game. But that does kinda lead me to wonder, what the hell happened to all the other aliens that were in the previous game? I mean, out of the 10 playable aliens in this game, 5 were in the previous game. Forearms, blocks, gravitak, cannonbolt, and accelerate. Previous game had 13 playable aliens. So where the hell are the other 8? You have the models, why the hell would you not put them in this game? Because, it's Ben 10 and he must always have 10 aliens, even though in the show he hasn't had 10 aliens since I think, I don't know, 5 years ago. So yeah, that's not really a valid argument anymore. Anyway, more running. Forearms bash through that wall. Oh god, it's like they tried to mix freaking Ben 10 with Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what it kind of feels like I'm playing right now. You have about as much control over your character as you do when you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Hell, even less, because in Sonic the Hedgehog you can at least determine when you want to attack and when you want to jump and all that stuff. The jumping and the launching Lego fists and bashing walls and all that stuff, it's just automatic. That's what this game is like, it's on freaking automatic play mode. All you have to do is just manage to not die until one of these rooms, then beat up repetitive enemies. I mean, how many types of enemies have we seen so far? We have the guys with the swords, and the one with guns, and the one with flamethrowers. So yeah, 3 enemies. Plus landmines. Oh yeah, and the turrets, if you can count those. And off we go again. Shoot that thing down. It's like, is there like a map or something? Am I just running around endless corridors? Because that is definitely what it's feeling like so far. Blow that up, bash through the wall. Hell, if anything, this is more of a reflex test, or like, do you have what it takes to move left and right in time and switch aliens in time? I guess for a kid it would be quite a challenge, or for someone playing this at the point of near exhaustion, which, let's see, I bought the game, I downloaded it off the American PSN store last night, because it's not out here for like I think another 2 weeks or so, and hell, I didn't want to go pick this up in the stores anyway. I mean, the clerk there would definitely look at me funny if I went and picked up this piece of crap. But yeah, downloaded it last night, pretty much started playing. I think I beat it at around 4 AM or something. After a long day of hard work, so yeah, might not be... My reflexes might not have been at their best for this game during the recording, but it really doesn't even matter. Anyway, lame things out with Crashhopper because he can just close the distance without getting hit by anything. Quite cheap, if I do say so. Landmine, Omniverse meter. Oh, yay, I won't be timing out anymore. Well, that's one thing they at least kinda solved. In the last game, you timed out way too freaking often. In this game, I think I've timed out like once. But they did change one thing. If you're timed out during combat, you're playing as Ben, you get hit once, you die. The previous game, Ben could at least take a fair amount of punishment. In this game, he cannot take anything. Which is freaking stupid because this game does not have a checkpoint system. If you die, you get reset all the way to the start of the freaking level. You have to run through endless corridors again to get back to where you were. So yeah, that's another one of my personal pet peeves that make me hate games, have a lousy checkpoint system. So that's another thing I can check on the checklist of things that make this game suck ass. Anyway, smash that thing, and then I'll see you guys in the next episode of Ben 10 Omniverse 2. I'm already looking forward to it. Bye bye.